Okay, so today what we're going to do is we are going to look at how to make a graph in Excel. So you're going to go into the graphing folder, open up graphing data, and there's a little bit of directions here. And when you click on the link that's down here at the bottom, it's going to immediately go to downloads, and you're going to open up the file, and it's going to immediately open up the Excel file in the desktop. Now you might have to click down at the bottom to get the Excel open, and then you're going to enable editing, and there we go. Now, couple things about Excel. Each sheet has a different set of data on it, so it's like a different page of a book. The hand graphing is what we used to make the hand graph. We're going to work together with sheet 1, and we're going to graph this data together, and I'm going to show you how to do that. And then you're going to cut and paste it into a Word document to submit for a grade. Across the top are letters, across the side are numbers. So it forms a grid. So if I say A2, I'm column A, row 2, and you would start right there. So the directions are to highlight A2 and B2 all the way down until we run out of data. So we're down here at the bottom. I'm going to go to Insert, Charts, and we want the scatter plot with the dots. We do not want to connect the dot. We do not want dot to dot. And it automatically puts the graph right in the center. Now first thing is let's edit our title. And our title, so you're going to double click on that. And we are going to add Y versus X. So it's going to be length, and don't forget our unit, versus width. And now we need to add for what? Length and width for what? So Puget Sound butter clam is a perfect title. So that's what you should have for your title. So then what we want to do is we want to add our labels along our x-axis and our y-axis. So we're going to click on the graph so we get the little dots around the outside, and we do plus. And we're going to do axes titles. And now they appear, and we've got to edit that. So the y value is length in centimeters, and the x value is going to be width in centimeters. So now we have an appropriate title, labels on our axes with units. Now we need to add a trend line. So I click on the graph again at the plus and click on the trend line, and you see that dotted line up here. That doesn't mean much unless we have the equation and the r squared. So we go to trend line, we hit the little arrow on the side, and we do more options. Now, right now, this little bar graph part immediately comes up. You might get the fill button, the little bucket. Go across, make sure that you're clicking on what looks like a bar graph, and come down and click on display equation and display r squared. And then move that to an area where we can read it. Okay, so once we have that all set and we can read it, this is the graph pretty much that we need, though we do need to add one more thing, and that is going to be minor grid lines. You're going to go to grid lines, click on the little arrow, add primary minor, and primary vertical. Now we have the graph where we want it. And so what we need to do now is how are we going to submit it? So I'm going to teach you a little trick, and it allows you to snip part of a screen. So you're going to hit the Windows, Shift, and S all at the same time. And what should happen is the screen should go dim, and you're going to get a little crosshair. And then you highlight what it is that you want to snip. And you might hear a little boom, and it might appear over here. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And it automatically puts it in your clipboard. So then what we're going to want to do is open up Word, open up a blank document, and do Control V, and there's the graph right there. And that's every element that I need. Now you're going to make 2 more graphs, and you're going to paste them into this document. Make sure you go to Save, make a descriptive title, make sure you put it where you can find it, because it is this document that you are going to submit to the final part of the assignment. So this we made together. You need to have this graph, and then you come back over to your Excel sheet, and you need to choose 2 out of the remaining 5 sets of data to make a graph following all the rules that we have learned. So you can choose anything from sheet 3 to there's actually more than that, to sheet 11. Make 2 more graphs, paste them into Word, and submit it. If you have any questions, ask your teacher.